You know why Freya's eating so slowly? There are some pain relief pills and some anti-inflammatory pills. I guess they are very bitter. And so Freya's like, oh, I need to pick them out. Yeah. Say hi to everyone. Say hi. Sally? Okay. So, a few weeks ago, in another video, I said that Freya had some problem with her anal glands. So, here's the update or the story of what happened to Freya's anal glands. So, just before Christmas last year, we figured that Freya, when she sits on my carpet, sometimes she lets some dark brownish stain on my carpet. So I was like, oh, alright, let me check her butt. So then I checked her butt. It was inflamed. So I took her to the vet. The vet looked at her butt and then he was like, oh, it really inflamed. So he's like, I'm gonna put my finger into it and see what's inside. And he ended up getting some very thick brownish things out from Freya's anal glands. The vet gave Freya some anti-inflammatory pills and pain relief, and she took those for about 2 weeks. The butt was fine, and then we were home for another a month or so. Did another follow-up check, and the vet figured that her anal glands are inflamed again. So he's like, okay, this is no good. Because the anal glands keeps inflamed and things stuck in it, so we need to remove it. And having that said, the vet was like, in the past 15 years of him being an animal doctor, he's only seen these 3 times in big dogs. Because I also googled that people were saying, oh, you should squeeze out, clean the anal glands of your dogs. And I also asked the vet. The vet was like, oh, you only do that for small dogs. For large dogs, you don't need to clean their anal glands. So that's why the vet was like, oh, this only happened 3 times in the past 15 years he's been a doctor. He's seen this with a German Shepherd, a Golden Retriever, and a Husky. Anyways, so about 2 weeks ago, I took Freya for the procedure to remove both of her anal glands. So the vet shaved her butt a little bit and cut through the asshole and removed both of the anal glands. So the vet was like, because he cut through Freya's muscle, so she probably will drop poop as she couldn't hold it. Stop. Anyways, after the procedure, this is what the vet gave us. Let's have a look. So, he gave us a very strong pain reliever. It's the Tramadol 50 milligrams. So 3 tablets in the morning. And then there's a weaker pain reliever. It's called Metacam. So this one's once a day in the evening. And then that is the anti-inflammatory tablets, Norocrate. Anyways, maybe I pronounced it incorrectly. So yeah, the first day when Freya's home, she's like, oh, I don't want to move, don't touch me. And then the next day, she she looks better. The next day she looked better, and so on. So I think she's fully recovered now. She can play with Sally. Because in the first few days, when Sally was like, "Come play with me," Freya was like, "Don't touch me," and all that. So she's all good now. Alright, so what I feed her after the procedure for the first 3 days, for the first 3 days, I fed her chicken rice. So chicken means I boiled rice with chicken meats, and she had that. So I guess it's really easy to digest because she didn't really poop for the first 3 days. And then now it's been a week, so I slowly get her back onto dry food, and everything looks good. What are you doing? Anyways, that's the update. You can see that Freya has full energy now.